With the jQuery fadeout method, you can provide a number of arguments that allow you to be really specific about how you want the element faded out. Here, I've got a button with the ID of fadeout. It's right up here. And then I'm setting up a click handler for that button. And in the click event handler, I'm first setting a reference to the element that was clicked, or the button, but then I'm saying every paragraph in the page faded out. And I'm providing three arguments to the fadeout method. The first argument is the number 2000, so that's saying make this fade out take 2000 milliseconds or 2 seconds. I want the easing to be swing, and then I want to have a callback function. So this function will execute when the fade out method has finished. And when it has finished, I reference the element that was clicked, which I've defined up here, and I'm saying change the text to fade out complete and add a class called done. And the done method is defined up here. So any button with the class of done will have a green background with white color, a border, and a border radius. So what I'm doing is I'm providing a visual cue because the element has faded out, so I want somewhere else on the page I want to indicate the element has faded out. So let's see how this all works. When I click this button, the paragraph with the word hello should fade out, and then the button I'm clicking should change to green when it's finished. And that's exactly what happens. So I'm going to refresh that and try that again. And when I inspect the page, let's see what actually happens in the DOM. So here's the paragraph, and watch what happens when I click the button. Watch what happens to the paragraph, and then watch what happens to this button. So when it's fading out, the style attribute of the paragraph changes, and its opacity is being decreased. And then all of a sudden, the button gets a class of done. And that's all happening because, once again, in the click event handler, I'm saying when this button is clicked, I want to execute this callback. And in the callback, I'm saying every paragraph on the page, fade it out, make it take 2 seconds, swing easing, and have this callback. I can change this 2 seconds to 5 seconds, which will make it a little bit easier to see this all happens. So I'm going to refresh the page and watch once again, watch the paragraph and watch the fade out button. Watch their style attributes change. The fade took 5 seconds this time, but once it was complete, we saw that the complete callback function executed, which added the done class to the button, giving us our visual cue that the fade out was complete. So the fade out method in jQuery is very simple. We could always call it without passing any arguments, which would simply fade out the button, I think with a default duration of 800 milliseconds. But here we're being very specific and saying make it take 5 seconds, provide this easing, and then in our callback function, when it's complete, we want to change another element in the page to provide a visual cue indicating our fade out has completed.